Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. During the last part, I covered the 6 remaining levels that were submitted to the Wily Construction Corp's Level Design Challenge. So in this part, I'll be covering at least 4 or 5 more viewer-submitted levels, starting out with this one. Bounce Man's New Playground by Maltose, with 34 plays and a score of 6. As always, if you want one of her levels to be featured in a future part like this one, please leave both the level name and level ID either in the comment section below or direct message me on Twitter. Also, as always, the full disclaimer of this entire LP series is linked in the description below. Also in the description are the timestamps for all the levels I cover in these parts, so if you want to check if her level is covered, expand the description. Bounce Man was the name of one of the Roadmasters from Mega Man 11. So far, all the gimmicks are first being introduced in safe environments, those being the springs, push blocks, and punch blocks. Same with the Susies, as well as the Big Eyes. Race forward to the right there, and wait for this line of punch blocks to finish punching. Skip these enemies, and now face off against the mini-boss of 2 Squidons. I can easily skip past them, but I'll fight them legitimately. They are pretty easy to dispatch of regardless. Checkpoint placement in this stage is rather generous, about 2 times as much as a traditional classic Mega Man level. I'm getting the impression that I'll gain a key to the right. Indeed, this is a shop, but I don't have any keys yet. So this is where I get them. I have to do several E-jumps here. Thankfully I have access to sliding. An important note for this segment, once you summon the Rush Coil, you can bounce on top of his head as well, not just his middle portion. The collision detection for Rush Coil is rather generous in that way. And there's our 2 keys. I'll be unlocking both the Dive Missile and the Time Slow, as the latter I believe will be super useful for some of the upcoming challenges involving the push and punch blocks. So far, this stage is very straightforward. I'm also thankful this stage has double the number of checkpoints. Let me see if there's something to the left. There isn't any. Here's a short puzzle. Now I just need to be careful here so I don't get crushed against the side. Like what happened here. Can I make it in time? That's the problem. Yes, I can. You need to scroll on screen these push blocks in the correct order, and wow, these spines are running really quickly. They must have been text edited, otherwise there's no way possible to do it normally. Look how fast they zoom around anyways. It's incredible. That previous section with all the push blocks took me over 3 attempts to do properly. Because you need to scroll them on screen at the correct times, otherwise you will die. Now let's finish the level. This level became surprisingly difficult at the end, mainly due to that one section. It was kind of a difficulty spike though. Then again, if Mega Man Maker's level engine actually followed a global timer or gave the option to level designers to follow a global timer for certain objects, for example the punch blocks, this issue wouldn't have existed. I'll give credit for this neat boss arena. Overall, this was a neat traditional level, though the ending part, just before the boss battle, that was the hardest part, and could trip up some less than average skilled Mega Man Maker players, if they're not careful. Second level on the lineup is Aphotic Tunnels by Nickelasse, with 63 plays and a score of 23. This is the harder version of the stage Wily Tunnels that I played through back in episode 233. Let's hope it isn't too challenging. Similar level layout like before, but this time we have more force beams as well as a gyre. Already I can see the differences. I wonder if there's a secret down there, on that rightmost sand pit. At least there aren't any red force beams yet. I can't cheese the boss as easily. Regardless, pretty easy to deal with. Checkpoint placement is still good. You know, if I was a lot more careful with how much damage I took per screen, I could just damage boost through the lasers for a more speedrun playthrough of this level. Even though this level is more challenging than its original incarnation, it's still entirely doable. And still fun. It doesn't feel unfair. If anything, this wouldn't feel out of place if this was in an official Capcom title and the difficulty was just raised up a bit, like it was part of a hard mode. And here we have it, this is the end of the level. But what's up here? An E-tank but with red force beams this time. Now, this arena against Napalm Man is a bit more challenging. Definitely a nice level. I'd say it's about the same quality as the original stage, though I prefer this more as I feel the original level was too easy for me. Third level on the lineup is The Master of Polarity Palace by Pikgamer, with 15 plays and a score of 5. Starting off with almost a full arsenal of special weapons and utilities. That was an odd scrolling transition there. Here we go with this gimmick. Here we go with me dying. The way the magflies work in this engine is rather strange, all things considered. It takes a while to get used to how they work, and they have some odd interactions with walls. I'd rather not risk it with those spikes nearby. It's even possible to clip into the walls using the magflies, and I don't want to risk it. I'm thankful Pikgamer gave me the option to skip these challenges, or make them a lot easier. Otherwise, this level just existed. It's below par, all things considered, at least under my standards. Fourth level on the lineup is Item Tree is So Weird by Squiggs, with 34 plays and a score of 11. So this is probably going to be a level focusing on the Item Tree utility and all of its uses, or several of them. Using this to climb up the walls. Sadly, I cannot attack enemies at all. At least I can deflect shots back. Now using this to cross over the spikes. First do it over a safe distance, so you don't accidentally die. And I want all those keys. Let me guess, each one of these sections has multiple keys, not sections, rooms. I probably need one more key. Indeed, I tried jumping there, but I accidentally activated a slot. There we go. Can I get the D-tank? I think I can, but it's too risky. Once again, I've mistimed my jump. You need to get used to how Item Tree bounces around the place. And time where it goes better. I need to bounce off of it correctly. That's a very strange property. That's how we get the tank. Nah, I won't get it. It's probably gonna take a dozen or more attempts. Alright, it looks like the item tree can actually cross the gap. I jumped at the end there because I died several times during previous encounters or attempts because engine oddities. Phew, that was close. I'm hoping there's a checkpoint nearby. There's a checkpoint, thank you very much. That last jump took over 2 dozen attempts, which I will edit out in post. I know what to do there, I just need to position it right. It took 3 attempts in this last segment, but it was still fun. This stage did showcase several of the intricacies of how item tree works, for better or worse, especially with those spike jumps. 5th level on the lineup is Incinerator Man MACRMS by Apple123and, with 23 plays and a score -3. Depending on how long this level is, this may be the last level I'll cover in this part. This introduction kinda reminds me of Dustman's level. This seems to take place in a factory assembly line, due to the giant conveyor belt. If you're wondering what those stretched out lines are, they're actually stretched out magnets, so now their area effect covers the entire horizontal part of the screen. The only way you can do this is using a text editor. I'm gonna wait for these to calm down again. Now race for the right. I was lucky there. Let me see what's down over here first. Those bombs look rather suspicious. Here we go with this ride. How fast until I die? Here's our first checkpoint. So far the stage isn't too bad, though it feels more like a fortress stage, as the gimmicks are being introduced in environments where it's assumed you understand how they work already. I knew that was gonna happen at least once. I got a bit too impatient. Alright, made it on my first attempt. 3 really stretched out tamas. I'm gonna have to use the elect beam here just for safety, as otherwise I may die to them, as the fleas are also stretched out. Don't have access to any weapon now, other than the elect beam. Let's try it again. I started with full elect beam energy anyways. And I probably need those too. I want an M-Tank, so I'll take a dead over here. It's well worth it. This stage is gonna require several jump cuts. It doesn't really have the best design in terms of checkpoint placement. This, however, will make my life a lot easier, as now I can avoid most of these enemies. And that's why I needed them on screen. For instance, the beginning of this screen would be a perfect place to put a checkpoint, but it's missing one. At least there's a checkpoint right over here. I would have complained more if that previous screen didn't have a checkpoint. And now that I think about it, if this stage is calibrated for a more skilled Mega Man player, it makes sense to not have a checkpoint in the middle, as it breaks the challenge. Whoa, those are rather stretched out drills. Grabbing onto the next ladder is going to be the next challenge. Hardest part completed, grabbing onto that ladder. I can definitely see why this stage got a negative score by this point. Well, I did the wrong order, I guess. Never mind, I survived. And there's a checkpoint right over here, thank you very much. I need to land on top of that rolling drill, I didn't expect it to be stretched out like that. And its hitbox is messed up too. It's right in this center. It's not clear whatsoever that's going to happen. Alright, second time it worked. And jump. I'll be editing out most of the failures in post. This stage is really assuming I understand how these gimmicks work already. How do I actually hit the boss? Oh wait, I can disignite the flames from the left side because it clips through the wall. And with that I can actually hit the boss. And his weakness is also the Thunder Beam, making my life a lot easier. One more hit should do the trick. This boss arena is nice, but gosh, could you please decrease the amount of red in the background? It's quite eye-glaring. But this was easily the hardest level in the episode, and I feel that this could have been done better if all the gimmicks and enemies and other stuff were introduced in safer environments and gradually escalated, as this kind of dumped you into the deep end. So it doesn't really feel like a good Rollmaster level, it's a fortress stage. I think this is a good time to end off this episode. So overall, out of the 5 levels I covered in this part, my favorite level would definitely be Aphotic Tunnels by Nickelasse, with an honorable mention going to Bounce Man's New Playground by Maltose. So in the next part, I'll be covering several more of your submitted levels. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!